What, if anything, can and should our legislature do about the high price of gasoline?
Well, one of the things that we can do to relieve the high price of gasoline is to reduce the gross tax. In Connecticut, it's a very complicated, kind of convoluted formula, but basically we're paying 55 cents a gallon just in tax. When I was a child, we used to call Massachusetts Taxachusetts. We've actually now surpassed Massachusetts, and now Connecticut has a higher gas tax than Massachusetts. If we capped the gross receipts tax, that would then push lowering of the gas tax. Part of the reason why there's not a big interest in that, though, is because the more you pay for gas here in 112, the more the state gets in tax, and the more funds they have to play with. And so my sense of it is that we need to cap the gross receipts tax, we need to step back and eliminate zone pricing, and you would see some changes in your fuel costs.
Okay, Ms. Mill.
It is true that we have a gas tax, and that gas tax on grocery receipts was all supposed to go into transportation, and it's not. 40 cents out of every dollar of gas tax is going back into the general fund. That's why our bridges are falling apart. We don't have tolls here. So the money has to come from somewhere. We need to put money into transportation. Anybody commutes on 25 or 95 or where the water pools up on 84, you know our transportation situation is grave, and this is agreed by both parties. So we have to decide how we're going to fund transportation. Maybe we take the money from the gross receipts tax and put it all into transportation, and we won't have the issue of tolls even coming up. Again, also, when you lower taxes, it was shown back in 2001, when you lower gas tax, the market just comes in and consumes that lower price.
Thank you. Rebuttal?
Yes, thank you. Well, you know, it was the Democrat majority that keeps taking the money out of the transportation fund and putting it into the general fund, as does it take the money out of several allocated funds and then put it into a general fund where it gets dispersed for special interest programs. And that's part of the reason why I, as a representative, have been fighting for allocation of money from the particular funds that we have and taxes being designated and those entities being accountable for where that money is.
Thank you. Rebuttal?
Yes, the legislature may pass bills, but the governor has to sign them, and they don't go anywhere unless the governor signs them. One of the things that we also have to look at is every year the budget gets passed, and I think my opponent's been there for 3 of them. She's voted consistently 3 times to raise the gas